So in today's lesson we're going to be talking about the Moeller system. The Moeller system essentially is a method for creating whip and power in your strokes. And mainly we're going to be focusing upon the left hand in traditional grip. Most of the time that this method is used, it will be kind of in a jazz setting or a kind of jazz funk type arena. Traditional grip is obviously really useful for the fact that you can get a lot of ghost notes with it. The stick is angled closer to the head, so there's some useful benefits for using the traditional grip. We're really going to be exploring the motion of getting a really strong hit. Essentially, it's a method of creating whip, and that whip then means that you get a fuller stroke. So with a kind of matched grip, you'd often see players, a kind of rock setting, I guess, players playing something like this. And that motion is actually really a small amount of motion, so I'm not like really moving my arms around, but I'm creating that whip just by this fulcrum of movement here. And you can apply the same principles to traditional grip like this. I've got a slightly unconventional way. If I'm doing hard hits like that, then I move my finger off of the stick. So I might, if I'm playing a normal pattern, it might be close and kind of keeping the stick controlled using this second finger. But when it comes to the main strokes, I'll kind of move my finger, just pivot my finger away slightly, and that allows for more freedom of the stick. Can create some minor doubles and things like that within there, so you need to be careful with that. But the motion itself, time in the motion, should reduce that, so, or negate that. If we were to do a funk jazz kind of pattern, and when doing that, creating the full stroke, but still allowing the stick, when the stick kind of comes to the end of the bounce, I mean, there's a certain amount of give that comes back that's like free energy being returned because of the bounce off the head. But it means that the stick kind of returns to a level somewhere along the lines of this automatically, and then I'm just catching that and moving the arm, kind of moving the arm slightly like that. So I'm catching the bounce and then moving from there, and this creates a whip similarly to the whip that you may get from people like Vinnie Colaiuta, with providing accents that are on the ride cymbal. They almost have this kind of gooseneck thing that goes on. So and you can play that with the hand kind of going up or more along to the side. essentially the motion is like that. Or if you're not just playing the accents, if you're playing notes in between, it becomes more like that. And obviously that's great for adding dynamics in, but it's essentially that motion is a Moeller style motion. So again, with the snare, that's the end of my overview of how I use the Moeller system. If you've enjoyed this, maybe you wish to like and subscribe, and you'll see more content like this in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.